resumes today as we are once again bringing you live from the arena here in the prosperous city of San Juan for match day number 5. A pair of unbeaten teams will face off in our first match as De La Salle University takes on the University of Santo Tomas, and following that contest, 2 winless teams will shoot for their first victory of the season as Adamson University takes on the University of the East. Mabuhay Pilipinas at maraming salamat po sa inyong pagtutok ngayon sa ABS-CBN Sports and Action. Ako po ang inyong lingkod, Anton Rojas, joined once again by Mosey Ravena, and later on at courtside, we will be hearing from Janine Choi representing La Salle and Cristel Bachelor for UST. Well, after a shaky start, Mosey, by La Salle against Adamson, they seem to have stabilized themselves against NU and UST. Looking good so far as they swept UE in their first match.
That's why I thought a lot of people are really anticipating this game because it's going to be, I think it's going to be a good one between DLSU and UST.
And of course, it's been a while since UST last played, so I bet they're very excited to come out and play their best today against De La Salle University. Now we take a look at the team standings. La Salle, of course, seeing at the top, would like to match them.
That is true. DLSU will want to win this one to stay on top of the standings and a territory that they are much familiar with. While USC, on the other hand, wanting to go back to that winning ways of the USC of the olds. So these two teams, I'm sure today will really slug it out, Anton.
Well, La Salle fans can argue, Mosey, that the reason why they had a hard time against Adamson was because they did not have Sid Demesilio, who was out with German measles. In full force, La Salle showed just exactly what they're capable of as they swept NU in their last match.
That is so true, Anton. You could really see that once Sid entered the game and was playing in that second game, it was a more stable La Salle, and you can really see that siguro yung presence ni Sid also gives leadership to the team. That's why the taller DLSU squad was able to win it convincingly.
And we take a look at the numbers right here. La Salle, the number 2 team in terms of serving last year. Look at that. 11 service aces, NU just had 1.
Look at the numbers, Anton. After the first set, it was dominating. La Salle dominating the second and the third set with 12 and 15 only against NU.
Yeah.
So again, you pointed out the service points of La Salle, and that is not even their, it's not in their arsenal. Usually they have more attack points and block points, but this time, yun naman yung department that they took advantage of with 11-1.
And that's one of the characteristics, Mosey, that you were talking about at elite teams here in the UAAP. La Salle, hard-fought first set. They wanted to continue that momentum, and that is why they dominated NU in sets 2 and 3. But this lady right here, Kim D, was a breakout performer against the Lady Bulldogs. She had a career-high 10 points in that match.
That's right. And now, Kim Fajardo has another player that could be a threat to the opponent. So just so many threats coming now from La Salle with the help of Kim D and perhaps Christine Joy Suyod also playing well. So lalo na lang, di ba? Lalo nang lumakas yung attackers when it comes when we're talking about DLSU.
Kim D, a former girls volleyball MVP in the UAAP with De La Salle Zabel, had a chance to speak with our very own Janine Choi about how she felt about her breakout performance in the last match.
So Kiana, nakascore ka ng 10 points ng last game. So masasabi mo ba na comfortable ka na sa role mo sa team this season?
Siguro yung performance ko nung last game, naka-help boost ng confidence ko. Since yun nga, first time ko maging first 6 nung college. So yun, parang naisip ko na kaya ko pala mag-contribute ng ganon. Pero there's always room for improvement.
Thank you, Kiana. Back to you, Anton and Mosey.
Say it's not easy, Mosey, to fill in the spot vacated by Abby Maranyo. Pero sinabi naman ni Coach Ramil na merong mga nagagawa si Kim D na hindi naman nagagawa ni Abby and vice versa.
That is correct. And you can see now I think it's a taller DLSU lineup. They can really take advantage at the net. Lagi naman ng Lasal, di ba? We've seen them tall players, no? But this year, I think they're even taller. And yun na nga, like Kim D is doing well. Also, Suyut is doing well. And a lot of people contributing to the loss of yung in exchange for the points of Abby Maranyo.
Well, they take on UST today, a team that a lot of people are very excited with because of the improvement of their rookies last year and the entry of some key players just like EJ Laure.
You know, Anton, in that last game against UE, a lot of people really got surprised. Why? First, that USC played this well. Second, of course, Coach Francis Vicente parading a taller lineup. And of course, he's Francis Vicente. Expected a much stronger UE squad. Pero siguro it was their first game. So USC took at full advantage of that. Look at the scores. UE not even reaching the 20s. Pinakamataas na nila nakuha 14 points in that game.
Definitely a dominating performance for the UST Golden Tigresses. But let's see how they will play against a team like De La Salle University. Now, we talked about the entry of another MVP in the girls division, EJ Laure. She will provide the support to the veterans like Ria Meneses, or rather sophomore Ria Meneses, and the veteran, now team captain, Pam Lastimosa.
You know, they will really be the pillars when it comes to attack points from UST. But they will also need the team effort, syempre, especially on defense. If you want to maximize these three gunners coming from UST. And katulad nga in the first game, they had so many attack points. So that is something that they should continue in their succeeding games.
Well, Cristel Batchelor had a chance to speak with the new captain of UST, Pam Lastimosa. Let's see what she had to say.
Pam, how did you make use of your more than 1 week break?
Syempre, andun pa din yung twice a day training namin, which is morning and evening pala. Tapos, may mga tune-up games para mapag-prepare namin yung sarili namin sa mga plays ng kalaban.
But do you think somehow naapektuhan yung momentum nyo as a team going to that long break?
Di naman siguro kasi sabi ni coach sa amin na i-prepare namin yung self namin sa 1 week na yun. Kahit kahit mahaba yung break namin, we made it sure na prepared kami mentally, emotionally, and sa skills namin. Yun.
Thank you so much, Pam, and good luck to our game. Back to you guys.
Well, Pam Lastimosa assuring all the UST fans that there will be no rust as they take on LaSalle today.
That is right. And of course, a lot of expectation in entering this game on both squads naman, from both parties.
All right, when we come back, we shall have this exciting matchup for you. It is Coach Oji Mamon of UST matching up with Coach Ramil de Jesus of De La Salle University. This is season 77 of the UAAP Women's Volleyball Tournament.
From the Beloil 5 Arena here in San Juan, as we bring you match number 9 in the Women's Volleyball Tournament. This is your season 77 of the UAAP. Officiating this match, our first referee, Romulo Reporsado, national referee. Our second referee, Fernando Velarde, national referee. Now let's meet the starters. First, for the De La Salle Ladies Spikers. Number 11, Kim B. Number 6, Desiree Cheng. Number 18, Sid Demesilio. Number 9, Kim Fajardo. Number 8, Team Captain Aragala. Number 3, Mika Reyes. Their libero is number 5, Don Macandili. And the head coach of the Lady Spikers, Romil De Jesus. And now, starting for the UST Golden Tigresses, number 10, Alex Cabanos. Number 18, Ria Menezes. Number 15, Jessie De Leon. Number 16, Captain Pam Lastimosa. Number 8, Carmela Tunay. Number 9, EJ Laure. Their libero, number 12, Denzel Dusaran. And the head coach of the Golden Tigresses, Oji Mamon.
Well, no surprises for both coaches. They're going with the same starters that they used in their previous outings. Mika Reyes, Desiree Cheng, Ara Galang, Kim Fajardo, Kim D, Sid Demecilio, and Don Macandili for LaSalle. For UST, it is Alex Cabanos, Pam Lastimosa, Ria Menezes, Mela Tunay, EJ Laure, Jessie De Leon, and the libero, Dancel Dusaran. It is a very happy Coach Oji Mamon taking on a very serious Coach Romil De Jesus. Coach Romil, of course, in his 17th season at the helm for LaSalle. Coach Oji in his 4th season for UST, not just handling the women's team this season, but the men's also.
Exactly, Anton. Plus, the national men's team.
Oh man, what a
Getting
schedule.
its leap.
Siguro nakatulong din na more than 1 week yung pahinga
Yes.
ng UST Growling Tigresses. Para mabalance yung oras ni Coach Oji. Somehow, UST able to send that ball back to the LaSalle side. It was nearly an ace for Fajardo. Cabanos, now the full-time lead center for UST. And we can feel the energy right off
On
the
the
bat.
very first point.
Lastimosa. Demecilio unable to handle that.
That's right, and Lastimosa just changing the pace, just going for an off-speed. Getting the first point. Yes, just the first point of the match.
Pam Lastimosa, 12 points in their last match against UE. Elevated to the captaincy this season for UST. Fajardo up top to Mika Reyes, who finds the open spot on the corner.
And you like how Mika angled that quick hit. You can see her when she goes for the quick hit. It's really like the height is, diba? It's not your regular quick hit. So yung angle will the angles will really help her a lot.
Mika Reyes up top, an early 2 points for her in this match. Let's go now to the LaSalle side. Janine Choi has this report.
After the Lady Spikers game against the Lady Bulldogs last Wednesday, Coach Romil De Jesus seemed more contented with how the girls performed compared to their first game against the Lady Falcons. Ang sabi niya, masasabi ko lang is naghanda yung mga bata, na-execute nila yung game plan, dumating yung confidence kahit medyo late na. I also asked what the preparations and adjustments will be for today's game, especially because the UST Tigresses are the champions and the most recent beach volleyball tournament. And the answer I got from Coach was simple. Lahat ng games, isa lang naman yung feeling. Kailangan na maghanda. Dapat na parating may respeto sa kalaban. Balik sa inyo, Anton at Mosey.
Maraming salamat, Janine. Oo nga, naglaban ng UST at LaSalle sa beach volleyball tournament. Bitin yung palo ni EJ Laure.
But that was such a great rally. Ganda nung palitan ng dalawang teams. Kaya si Coach Oji, na-smile pa rin naman even with that error.
Parang dalawang boksingero na nagpapalitan ng kombinasyon pero walang gustong bumaksak.
That's right.
Kaya tumagal yung rally na yun.
Kaya naman enjoy ang crowd natin dito sa arena.
And we hope everybody watching on Ball Sky Cable Channel 167 is enjoying as well. And everybody watching all over the world on the Filipino channel. Mabuhay po kayo lahat. That spike by Mela Tunay, she was underneath the ball. It went long.
That's right. Not enough spin. Not in the proper place.
Speaking of beach volleyball, Sid Demecilio was part of the LaSalle team with Kim Fajardo.
And Ara Galang.
Yeah, Ara Galang was the reserve, but they fell in the finals against the tandem of Rica Rivera and Cherry Rondina.
I was able to watch that.
Ara Galang poised to have another MVP type of year, I dare say. After 2 matches, already tallying 42 points. McDonald's instant replay, you saw that spike by Ara. Don't miss a spike. Dial 86236 for a BFF chicken bundle.
Yung settle mo na labas sa antena. Mag-adjust naman kayo. Ang laki na tinatahan sa kaliwa niya eh. Kaya lang, ang palo mo, iwas sa block. Huwag mo paluin sa ilalim. Sa gilid, sa baba.
Well, Coach Ochi just making sure that LaSalle doesn't pull away early on.
Yes, it's a 5-1 lead for DLSU early on. Although ang gaganda nga ng rallies, di ba? But most of it was won by LaSalle.
You know, if I wasn't paying attention to the score, I
Yes,
wouldn't know who would be
correct.
winning because of the reaction from both sides in the crowd.
Or at least hindi ganito dapat yung, di ba, disparity.
Yeah.
Yun naman talaga.
Let's go now to the UST side. Here's Cristel Batchelor.
Despite winning their last game versus UE, Coach Ochi Mamo said they encountered two problems. First, in going started with UST's final exams, and second, UE has a new roster and a new head coach, the same way that they have a new system, which is why Coach said the Tigers were playing blindfolded. Now, coming into this game, Coach Ochi said they did not physically prepare against the DLSU. He said they are still in the process of polishing their system, maybe still in their 60% condition, but of course, Coach would like the girls to watch out for DLSU's powerful trio, Nika Reyes, Kim Fajardo, and Ara Gala. Back to you guys.
Thank you very much, Cristel. The UST has their trio.
Their own trio.
Yes.
And EJ Lara just challenged the blockers of LaSalle in that last play of UST.
Galang pounds it off the hands of Jesse De Leon, who apologizes to Coach Ochi Mamon. A hot start for the season 75 MVP, Ara Galang.
And you're correct. Ara is just playing so well. I think she's at another level right now, and more solid hits, stronger.
As Mika Reyes, too much juice on that serve. But going back to Ara Galang, a big responsibility for her, Mosey, this year. She's now the team captain. And the thing is, personally, her personality, she's not a vocal type of person, but she takes this as a challenge. She feels that she can develop a different part of herself by being the team captain.
You can also lead by example, di ba? Kung ganyan naman yung laro ipapakita mo. If you were a teammate of Ara, ayaw mo rin, di ba? Parang mahahawa ka eh. Ayaw mo rin siya ipahiya. So that should be the mindset also of the other teammates.
Here's Ara. Popped up by Laure. Cabano sets it up to Laure. Drop ball. Dug up by Fajardo. Kim D. Trying to go to the back row. Lastimosa was there. Macandili pops it up for LaSalle. D. Tosses it to Ara Galang. And another point for the Lady Spikers. 8-3. Our tally. Ara Galang puts her squad up by 5 as we head to a Kit Kat break. Have a break. Have a Kit Kat. An intense start to our first match on this beautiful Sunday afternoon. And an Oishi oh wow moment right there, courtesy of the new captain of LaSalle, Ara Galang. Open up to everyday surprises with Oishi oh wow. Desiree Cheng, 6 points against Adamson, 3 against NU. Let's see how she will perform today. Lastimosa. Fajardo was there to stop the movement of the ball. That hit by Galang goes long.
And look at that. Another powerful hit just went wide for Ara Galang, evading the blockers of UST.
UST making it tough for Galang to find the open spot on their side. Cabanos Tosses it up to De Leon, who finds the open spot in the back row of LaSalle.
That's just a smart move there by Jessie De Leon. Look at that, returning that ball on the parang gift yun eh. Pagbalik agad, she saw there was nobody there on the side of on that corner, the side of De La Salle.
2 straight points for UST after the break. Galang, oh, a great block by Jessie De Leon.
That was a single block from Jessie De Leon.
Now 3 straight points for UST. De Leon is our Nescafe Creamy White Defender of the Day, brought to you by the drink of the day, Nescafe Creamy White, #DOTD. Dili having some trouble receiving those serves. Lastimosa. Another point for UST.
Right, Lastimosa going cross-court. Even going to Makandili on that last play.
4 straight points for UST now after that break. EJ Laure. Fajardo tosses it up. Galang pounds it off the hands of the blockers, and just up top, it is won by Aragalang.
It was a bit over-received, and Kaman was having a hard time getting that to go so close to the net, but the taller Aragalang right behind her, so getting that point.
Aragalang, 27 points against Adamson, 15 against NU. Heating up here again today. Good dig by Ara. Demesilio now, popped up by Lauren. Cabanos sends it across. Kim D was there. Demesilio again. Good coverage by UST. Quick attack by UST. Still no go. Fajardo, quick attack to Kim D. And the rally is still ongoing.
You like both these teams because you can feel that there's that never give up attitude. They run after each and every ball.
Fajardo tried to go tricky.
Yep.
Bitin lang yung kanyang drop ball attempt. And sometimes the setters do that. They try to surprise the other side, especially when
ball, yeah.
especially
And si
when
Fajardo,
there's a long rally.
you know, Fajardo does that. Hindi naman regularly, but it's so effective because yun na nga eh, siguro 1 or 2 times every set lang when you least expect it.
Now we are tied after LaSalle was up 8-3. UST proving to be no pushover here so far. This is the 4th year now under Coach Oji. Demesilio sends it across. Tunay was there. Another quick attack, this time for Meneses. Demesilio trying to go down the line. It goes long. Point for UST, and they are now in the lead.
That's right. That was a close one. Demesilio trying to go down the line. Let's take a look at that once again. It's really close. Look at that.
On the other side, though, Jessie De Leon with a service error. Now we are tied again at 10. Kim D to serve. The season 73 girls UAAP volleyball MVP.
Oh, but that's right into the net.
Is there some pressure on Kim D Mosey to follow up on what she did in the last match?
Well, sometimes it's really just the girls putting it on them, diba? Because, again, now being compared to Abby Maranyo, diba? Now, parang everybody's looking at her numbers. So, dapat, you don't think of that. You know, you just always just think of you playing your game each and every match. Dapat walang numbers involved, diba?
But of course, when you deliver a performance like that, the expectations
That's
rise
also natural lang naman.
Yeah, it's part of being an athlete. Trying to sustain a nice effort and elevate the game. Mika Reyes gets caught. as Meneses and Lastimosa were there up top. Kim D will take a short breather as Pam Lastimosa will serve it up for UST. Aragalan was there. Demesilio straight to the tape of the net.
That's right. Too much angle from Demesilio on that attack.
Fajardo tosses it up to Mika Reyes. Cabanos was there to push that ball back up. Laure with a power tip. Fajardo was there. Demesilio, Cabanos, Gusaran. It's a free ball for LaSalle. Fajardo tosses it up top. Cheng flies in. Reyes keeps it alive. Demesilio sends it across and in.
Nicely done. This is the maturity of a Sid Demesilio. Look at that. Just enough power to send that. And look at her targeting the side. Diba? The side of the blocker. Just to get that ball in.
A competitive and intense first set we are witnessing in this first round meeting between LaSalle and UST. LaSalle really benefiting from the return of Sid Demesilio. That's what they lacked in the first match against Adamson.
That's true. Now we are tied once again.
Who will blink? Both teams providing a lot of resistance. Fajardo tosses it up to Galang and gives the rookie a facial.
And you know, look at Aragala go. I think her elevation is even higher right now.
Our Gatorade spike of the game by Aragala, fueling the UAAP to play hard.
So now you need a taller blocker for Aragalang. Coach Oji Mamon sending Cortez in.
Coach Oji Mamon used all the 14 players in his lineup in their last match against UST, which happened 8 days ago. Laure with a lot of power on that spike. Unfortunately, it hit the tape of the net, so it's a point for DLSU. But look at Laure being very vocal. Her demeanor is not like rookie-like.
Yes. And you can see the girls, even kanina si Sid had the same problem, diba? But you can feel that they're really going at it. Gusto talaga nila yung powerful hits. But point awarded to UST. Check ball is called.
And sometimes coaches don't like that. Yung malamya, imbis na malakas yung
Depende
palo.
because placement shot kasi okay lang na off speed. But you know, if you want, toto mo na if you're going, diba, for a return na tama yung approach, maganda naman. If you have blockers, EJ wanted to do that kanina pa, diba? We saw her with the power tip before that play. Now, successfully doing another one.
EJ Laure showing a good attitude, forgetting about that last miscue and making up for it right away as Aragalan gets a point for LaSalle, gives them back the lead 16-15. A lot of fans in yellow here today as they support the UST Golden Tigresses in their quest to return to the Final Four. It's been 2 seasons since they last made it back there. While the fans in green, their theme for this year is redemption.
That's correct, Anton. And of course, UST, sabi ko nga, they want to go back to their winning ways, yung mga predecessors sila before, because a lot of history, of course, winning history, championship history on UST side, also for De La Salle.
Service ace right there for Mika Reyes, whom Coach Ramil is still waiting for to put on a breakout performance.
from Mika. Oy,
Yes.
Kasi parang steady. You know, Mika is just, yun naman ang gusto mo. Other people like that she's just steady. She gives out her yung numbers pa rin. But some people also say na they want to see her, di ba? To see more of her, more siguro numbers from her. Pero pagdating naman sa blocking, wala rin naman makakalusot. Yun yung pinaka-forte niya.
Because I asked Coach Ramil every year about his team, what to expect as we see this drop ball work. And he always tells me he's always expecting somebody new every year to step up. But when I talked to him the last game, I asked him, sino coach? Sino sa tingin mo mag-step up this year? At sabi niya sa akin, ang inaabangan ko actually si Mika Reyes.
Wow. Kaya pala.
He wants her perhaps
Tama
to
naman. This is the right time for her to really shine.
take her game even higher as EJ Laure.
Shining from the beginning.
Yes.
Diba? EJ Laurel, look at her go. Look at the form. Look at that cross-court hit. And she's just a rookie.
She was the first MVP in the girls division for UST since Eliza Valdez went back-to-back. Aragala hitting that one straight to the net.
Right, too much angle. It was a already low ball for Aragala. But her percentage should be really high in this last 3 games. But Cortez throwing that away, throwing that serve away. Si Cortez naman, ang hirap nga ng role. I was talking to Coach Ochi also. Because si Cortez is like in basketball, their 6th man.
Yes.
Pero si Cortez can play, can be inserted in all positions dun sa attack. So ang hirap din nun. Di mo alam kung quicker ka, kung magiging open hitter ka o utility ka. But di ba, ang galing din. Ang hirap na magaling.
20-17 now in favor of LaSalle. Lady Spikers trying to pull away. Here's Desiree Cheng to serve. Cabanos tosses it up top. De Leon with a quick attack.
Jessie De Leon, look at this connection to Ana Cabanos. Remember, si Cabanos, siguro this year lang talaga siya nagagamit ni Coach Oji. Lauren Lantin, behind us actually, watching this game. Their parents. So, bago din lahat, diba? Especially, ang hirap yan yung biggest transition when you have a new setter.
There are a lot of teams actually this year with new setters.
Oh, and a net violation called against LaSalle. Sayang, Makadini was able to take that one up.
And now Coach Ramil wants to talk things over. Let's try to listen in.
Late time pumuesto eh. Alam naman natin eh. Pinasan lang natin pagbabasa kung ano nangyayari sa bola sa kanila. Eh pagka na-late kayo, alam nyo nang walang quick. Bakit pa kayo mag-stay sa gitna? Hanapin nyo na agad kung sa pwede tapon. Bilangan nyo kung ilan yung spiker sa harap. Mag-adjust ka agad. Kaya kayo na-late, naiiwanan kayo eh. Dikit ka agad sa pwesto, okay? Bilang lang. Dito.
Guys, cross court na. Oh, nice.
Ambes ng kamay, hindi patugod sa bola. Ipasok lang yung kamay.
Coach Ramil just wants to stop the momentum of UST and make sure that LaSalle doesn't let the Golden Tigers
There you go.
steal this one away.
Lauren Lantin, the former UST setter, magiging doctor na. So, hindi na rin siya nakalaro this year because she's a second-year med proper in UST.
Wow. Fajardo tosses it up. Galang couldn't get that drop ball to go. Cabanos tosses it up to Lastimosa with a power tip.
Almost an error there. Cabanos sending it really close to the antenna into the net, but Pam Lastimosa, look at her, just saved that one and turned it into a point even.
Another deadlock. 20 all here in set number 1. Fajardo tosses it up. Galang. Cortez was there. Lastimosa, it's a free ball for LaSalle. Cheng Tosses it high up for Galang. Popped up by Cortez. Cabanos to Lastimosa. Dug up by Macandili.
Good dig. But a free ball though.
Another long rally here witnessing here. Lastimosa could not end it. Can Galang end it? Yes, she does.
And Zelda almost had it. Was just too much power there. And nobody for the second touch for UST. Aragalang winning that point.
Set number 1 for LaSalle has been an Aragalang show. And she gets an ace right there.
That's right. She's getting it everywhere.
Dunay comes back into the fray. Aragalang, that was actually her first service ace for the season.
EJ Laure from the back row.
Super rookie right here. You know, we have a lot of rookies to watch out for here in
Yes,
season
correct.
77. EJ Laure, of course, one of them. Bea De Leon for Ateneo. Jorel Singh for NU, another rookie making an impact. Had 20 points in yesterday's 5-set match. Very interesting new season we're
That's right.
having.
It's more interesting with the rookies coming
Yes.
in. And hindi lang kasi isa, dalawa, di ba? A lot. And then, ang maganda pa, it is spread out to, di ba, to the different schools. So sila rin, they have a battle of their own. O nga, no? Yung Rookie of the Year. Hirap.
Going to be an interesting race for
Right.
sure, and we're just getting started. Another deadlock, 22 all. Demesilio
Asking for a check.
Does not
Going
get it.
wide. Does not get a check. Let's take a look at that once again. But I like how Demesilio hits the ball. Mabilis.
Coach Emil rings the alarm again.
Ako sa ginagawa. Wala ka na sa timing. Paano na? Dalawa na magbablock ko. Okay, nakaka-receive naman tayo. Kailangan yung dadating na bola. Importante may taas natin yung then pag hindi, pumasok sa block agad. Huwag parang blanco iisip sa loob. Hindi yung tao yung pinablock. Hindi mo pwedeng talon ng talon. Anong gagawin? Anong gagawin ng setter? Okay, pantayan lang natin yan.
Again, Coach Emil feeling that UST has a chance to strike first. Wants to wake up his Lady Spikers.
Yes, now she sends in Baron. More for defensive. At saka may iba, magulat na USC. But, diba, new girl inside.
Well, Baron saw action against Adamson.
And a much improved player for Coach Ramil, I tell you.
Seeing action again today. Miscue on the UST side, and we have another tie. See this hit by Demesilio. Laure unable to receive that one properly. Now Coach Oji.
Ika. Okay. Ang server nila, Baron. Ha? Unpredictable yun. Hindi naman ng veterano yun. Service, ipapasok lang nila yun. Kailangan permis ang first move natin. Hindi mo yung dalawang harapan mo. Hanapin mo si Kia. Kaya mo kayo pa. Pag nag-miss mo,
Okay. Coach Oji's first two statements, scouting report niya kay Mary Joy Baron. Tama naman. Unpredictable siya.
Well,
Hindi naman veterano, just in her second playing year.
Alam mo, it's really just more for pinapalakas yung loob ng mga USC players. Para yung mindset nila, naku, easy ball lang to. Parang ganun lang naman yun. Nothing personal.
Lastimosa sends it across. It goes long.
That's right. This time sila naman asking for a check. No check. So LaSalle is at set point.
And it is the unpredictable. Mary Joy Baron again to serve for LaSalle.
Alam mo na si Coach Oji, di ba? Quotable quotes ni Coach Oji.
Lastimosa. Blockers were there for LaSalle. Reyes wants it. She doesn't get it. Demecilio's drop ball does not work. Laure, it's a free ball which irritates Coach Oji. And it leads to Sid Demecilio ending set number 1 with a bang.
That was really an exciting first set. I like the match-up on that first set and how they played it. Really showing us a lot of want, di ba? Like, when you ask about you wanting it more, sa first set, wala tayong makita. Even Steven, and really an exciting one.
An electric beginning to our first match on this Sunday afternoon. A Final Four type of atmosphere. LaSalle takes set number 1, 25-23. Set number 2 coming right up. After 1, LaSalle leads UST with the set scoring 25-23. As we have been mentioning, it was a neck-and-neck battle. A lot of long rallies, a lot of powerful spikes.
Yep.
But LaSalle taking it in the end.
That's right, partner. It was really just, fun in the action-packed first set. But the two teams showing us that they really want this one. And it was really nice for the crowd here at the arena and the people watching us. But LaSalle, in the end, more steady. I think USC committed some errors at the end of this set as DLSU having 13, just 2 more over USC's 11 attack points. USC even having 1 more block point than DLSU. Look at the errors of DLSU. Hindi natin masyadong nakikita yan. 10 errors in this set. While UST also having 8 naman. But sa aces na naman, eto na naman ang DLSU with their aces. Having 3 in the first set.
So for the season, LaSalle now has 22 service aces, something that they definitely want to improve on this year because they were number 2 with 98 aces last year behind Ateneo, who had 114 in the elimination round. Thank you once again for joining us on ABS-CBN Sports in Action. And Don Ross alongside Mosey Ravenna. Of course, we have Janine Choi and Cristel Batchelor reporting for LaSalle and UST respectively. And what a match it has been so far. I can't wait to get this second set going.
I know.
Desiree Cheng looking on, and
Of course, our referees just checking the proper position of the players. So it's a go now.
Baron is still trying to warm up. She was on the court initially, but had to step out for Macandili. Kim Fajardo trying to get creative. Cabanos, it's a back set for Tunay. Blockers were there. It's a point for USD.
Yeah, it's a net violation. Manara Galang.
Well, Mela Tunay had a quiet outing against UE. Just 4 points in that match.
Well, also because Coach Oji tried to play all his players.
Yes. Mela Tunay was number 2 in scoring for UST last year, averaging 11.1 points per match. Ara Galang.
This very simple off speed,
Yes.
but well placed. Look at this one. Very nice from Ara Galang.
Parang pinatalbog pa sa taas ng net. Cabanos tosses it up. Laure. Somehow LaSalle able to get that pancake dig, but too many touches. Point for UST, point for Laure.
So look at the girls diving for that ball, trying to save it.
And the demeanor of EJ Laure, very impressive despite that free ball she gave up in the end of the set to LaSalle. She doesn't look like her confidence was zapped. She remains composed on the court.
Oh, and a net violation against USC this time. I guess yung errors then, they really have to keep it low. If it's going to be important in this game, katulad nga in the first set, 8 and 10. So kung sino siguro yung maka-lower doon, it was just how many points, di ba? That LaSalle was able to win that. I think 25-23.
Yes.
So just 2 points. So if you lower, let's say 3, di ba? 3 points, 4 points, your errors. So it will matter a lot.
Let's try to find out what has been going on recently on the LaSalle side. Here's Janine Choi.
Coach Ramil De Jesus and Coach Noel Orcullier are not pleased with how the ladies are playing defensively. Pinagsabihan sila na walang depensa at walang palo. Coming into the second set, the girls were told not to commit the same errors. Kapag pangalawang beses na, kailangan nang mag-adjust. The girls were also reminded how both timing and control on the ball are very important. Anton and Mosey.
Thank you very much, Janine. Well, I'm sure Coach Ramil doesn't like that. Medyo ano daw yung kulang yung depensa nila, but they're asking
Sabi
for
niya
a
kasi
call.
tumama sa antena.
Yeah.
So that's what he's asking. But no call coming from the line judge, from our referees.
And up to now, Galang still talking to our official, and that's the responsibility of a team captain too, but ooh.
Let's try to look at that once again.
Gumalaw eh. At least from that angle,
Yes,
we
that's
didn't see it move.
Oh, lucky break there. Carmela Tuna is sending it long, but a net violation called against LaSalle first. Take a look at that. Again, under the ball. That's the hit. Ayan, parang may konti nga eh. Gumano yung antenna. Let's look at that once again. Kasi kung tinaman nun, daplis. But you know, kahit na daplis yan, it's still a violation.
Nevertheless, play resumes here with UST up 4-3. Another violation as LaSalle gets a point and ties things up at 4. Aragalang, who got her first service ace of the season a while ago, will serve once again.
Oh, and an ace from Aragalang.
Number 2 for Aragalang here in season 77. Let's go now to Cristel Bachelor.
The twice-a-day practice of the UST Golden Tigers has evidently paid off in the first set, even if they did win. Also, Coach Oji said even if they didn't participate in a lot of off-season tournaments, he can still see the effect of their system. However, he wouldn't deny the girls are still adjusting when it comes to playing afternoon games. After all, they spent half a year training and competing early in the morning. The coaching staff expressed their dismay about losing that set. Gayunpaman, sabi nga ni Coach Oji, this is not the point wherein they must give up. Dapat daw sila bumangon at bawasan ang unnecessary errors. He also challenged Noel Tuna, who only contributed 2 points, to improve for this set. Anton and Mosey.
Thank you very much, Cristel. But as you were delivering the last portion of your report, another error on their side. Well, for a person who's handling 2 teams, Coach Oji kind of looks relaxed.
Kailangan ba mga haggard na siya? 3 pa nga, national team. But yun yung pinakamahirap doon, the men's national team. But siguro he has properly organized his time and his sleep.
Because he's
Hindi mo ang
smiling.
haggard.
Yeah. Emicilio. Cabano sets it up. Lastimosa, blockers were there. It was Baron and Fajardo. Here's Fajardo now to the running Baron, read perfectly by Pam Lastimosa.
That is right, partner. Look at Pam Lastimosa adjusting to that and perfect timing.
See it right here on our McDonald's instant replay. Don't miss a spike. Dial 86236 for a BFF chicken bundle. Nemecilio now. Lastimosa working hard to keep the rally going. Fajardo, one more time to Demecilio, and that time, Sid was able to pound it off the hands of the blockers.
And look at Coach Oji really getting angry. maybe because Meladuna gave a free ball on the second touch on that last play.
Baron unable to receive that hit by EJ Laure, who scores from the back row. The super rookie gives UST a 1-point advantage as we head to a Kit Kat break. Have a break, have a Kit Kat.